This is Russ. Yeah, I got another new bike to show you guys. Take a look at this one. This is the Kingbull Voyager 2. Kingbull. Yeah, this is not a new brand, but new brand to me. Yeah, Voyager 2. This is the latest version of their Voyager bike. This is a cargo style bike. And they made some improvements to their model here. So I wanted to go through some of the features of the bike, tell you my thoughts on it, see what you think. All right, how much is this thing? It's always the first question most people ask me. Well, it's $13.99 with a current sale price going on at $1,299. So it's a very good value bike for sure. Okay, does it hold up? Well, let's talk about it. Okay, so some of the things that they did to upgrade this from a version 1 to a 2.0 version is they upgraded their battery. Now, if you take a look, the battery is actually integrated into the down tube, and they color coded it too. Very hard to tell there's a battery there. Yeah, you'd have to kind of really look for it, but there's a battery there. And it's 720 watt hours, which means it's 15 amp hours with 48 volts, okay? These are Samsung battery cells, which is a significant improvement over their 1.0 version. So they tell me. I never had the 1.0 version, so I don't know what the 1.0 version did or had, but this is what they tell me, okay? It uses Samsung cells too, so it's to resist any degradation and delivers a consistent performance over time. They also upgraded their motor. Now, I don't know what they used for their motor before, but they tell me the new motor now is a Bafang motor. And as we all know, Bafang makes some very good, strong motors. And so they went to a Bafang GD motor. They also said that they changed the bike frame. They said it's 230% stronger than traditional e-bikes. Okay, that's a big claim, right? But they claim it is, and it has a capacity of 450 pounds. Now, the rear rack is built into the bike, essentially. It is part of the bike, and I understand that you can carry about 150 pounds in the back there. Now, they also give you some footrests on here. I don't have the footrest on here. If you plan to carry people there, you can put the included footrests. But the top, of course, is just, I believe it's a bamboo top up there. So it's a little bit different. I don't put it on because I don't plan to carry people, and it's just another thing I can bump into. Now, the saddle they have here is a comfort saddle with a split in the middle. It's cushy, but not cushy enough, in my opinion. I need a little more. Maybe I'm just too heavy, I don't know. Style of the handlebar is kind of a BMX style handlebar on there. And yeah, it's I have my saddle up pretty high, as you know, so I do have full leg extension with this bike. It's not a problem for me. Okay, the tires are 20 by 4 inch fat tires made by CST. Okay, and the wheels are mag wheels, which I kind of like. A lot of times we see many bikes with 20-inch wheels. Sometimes they have the mag wheels, and this one does, so you don't have to worry about spokes or anything like that. Okay, they have a large headlight. That's an upgrade that they did to it. And of course, in the back, there's tail light back here too. Okay. All right, so some of the other things that they did to it, which I kind of like, they give you these bungee cords, okay? And these just clip right on, which is nice and easy, and they're designed to fit this design of this part of the rack too, so it fits perfectly. They give you 2 of those. So this is a 7-speed shifter, and these are trigger shifters, which is nice. The brakes are made by Zoom, and these are hydraulic brakes. As far as your rotors, 180 millimeter rotors in the front and 180 millimeters rotors in the back. Okay, brakes work really well too. I have no problems with the Zoom brakes. They seem to do a good job. I did add one thing to it, as I typically do. I usually add a side view mirror. So that doesn't come with that, but it does accommodate one if you need one. Now, turn on the power. There's a power button, of course, that'll turn the bike on. And the display screen is actually quite bright. It's very bright out here right now, but I'm able to see it easily. I don't know how the camera sometimes picks these up, but they're kind of like backlit numbers in a sense. So you can change this for 5 levels of pedal assist. I currently have 12 miles on here. If you push the power button again, it'll give you a whole bunch of other information. All right, so let's see, what do they have here? Total miles, 12 miles I've ridden it. This is your trip meter. Push it again, 53.1 volts. And then how long you've been running the bike since you turned it on, 41 seconds since I turned the power on. And then, I'm not sure exactly what this thing is, a 00 with an A on the top there. So anyways, it cycles through miles per hour, of course, battery meter up here, and pedal assist levels down here, okay? It does have front headlight. You push this, that'll turn the front headlight on. I don't know if you can tell from here or not. It's very, very bright out here. And of course, your tail light will also light up right here. If you pull the brake lever, that will also brighten up there too, okay? It also has a horn. Yeah, no bell on this one. You get an actual horn. It's pretty loud as well. It is a left-hand thumb throttle, okay? It is a torque sensor bike. We're going to talk a little bit about the torque sensor on here. We'll do that while we ride it, okay? And then, of course, your derailleur is a Shimano derailleur, and it is the Altus derailleur, so it's a little bit better derailleur on here. Yeah, nice bike. Especially for the money. $1,299 is a good price point to be at. And they're hoping that this will be something that'll entice you to consider it. I like the color. I chose the orange color. Yeah, these things really stand out. I even wore an orange vest, right? There you go. You can't be too visible. You always want to be as visible as you can when you're riding, right? Wear your helmets too. Okay, that's the highlights of the bike. Let's go ahead and take it out for a ride, see how it does. All right, we're on the road. All right, so you have several levels of pedal assist, 1, 2, and 3, and 4 and 5. So there's different amounts of help that the various pedal assist levels will give you. I'll put a graphic up, show you some of the speed levels they expect it will be able to do for you. Let's get onto the street level this time. Here we go. All right, so I'm in pedal assist level 3 right now. Let's go ahead and move down this way. So this is a torque sensor bike. So let's go ahead and, I'm pedaling softly right now. Let me pedal harder. Yeah, so it'll max out the help at around 19.7 miles per hour at pedal assist level 3. Let's go to 4. And I'm doing about 23.7 roughly. All right, we kind of ran out of road here, so I cannot continue on there. Let's go this way. So as you get into pedal assist level 4 and 5, you'll find it a lot easier to pedal. All right, let's get past this area. They're doing some lawn maintenance, and that's always noisy. So let's move out of this area. Yeah, so pedal assist level 5. So I'm pedaling pretty hard right now, but I'm just moving my legs. I don't feel any more resistance anymore. I'm getting about 26 miles an hour, something like that. So what is this bike capable of doing? Well, the stated range is 28 miles per hour pedaled. Now, I don't have the strongest legs, as you know. So possibly you can get 28 miles per hour out of this if you pedal faster. Yeah, I don't feel like pedaling that hard. First off, I can't do it. I don't have the strongest legs. I'm able to get about 26 out of it, okay? The throttle will only give you 20, and we find that many of the bikes will do that now. Everyone is trying to stay within a certain letter of the law here. So 28 pedaled, 20 throttled, okay? Now here's the thing with the torque sensor. It is a claimed torque sensor, but it's a little different than any of the other torque sensors I've felt from other bikes. And I asked them about this, and what they said is they engineered it so that it's about a 30% human input and a 70% help from the motor, okay? Which tends to mean that as long as you keep your legs moving, you're gonna get help from that motor without doing any extra hard work, okay? It's a little bit different. Some of the torque sensors that I've gone with on all the other bikes, you have to pedal pretty hard in order to get any type of help. Not so on this bike, okay? So you, as long as you keep your legs moving, you're getting pretty fast speeds out of this thing. Okay, can you ghost pedal? Yeah, it's gonna ghost pedal on you. So yeah, I think there's a maximum amount of effort you can put in before the motor just kind of helps you to the point. So it is a little different. Now, for some people, that's perfectly fine. For me, I'm okay with that, quite frankly. But if you're one that wants the hard exercise, I don't think you're gonna get that with this, because they've engineered it so that you get a little bit more help from the motor than you do out of the pedaling, okay? So even though it is a torque sensor per se, it's a little different feeling. It's a pretty easy torque sensor for me, let's put it that way. I'm just pedaling normally. I'm not putting hard effort, and I'm doing about 25 miles an hour right now. Brakes work well. Throttle works well. The gears, I think, yeah, I can cycle through the gears easily. Yeah, I can feel that. 7 gears. I think it would have been nice if it was like 8, and I think if the chain ring was maybe a little bit bigger, or some type of ratio was a little bit more, you might eliminate that ghost pedaling, but you don't, so there you go. One other thing that I noticed too is that the front wheel doesn't seem to roll as easily as some other wheels. I think it doesn't have a typical through axle, and it doesn't have a typical quick release hub either. It's a little different type of axle on there, and I think it doesn't seem to be as smooth or as easily rolling. So there's some resistance in that front wheel, and I think that will probably eat into your battery as well, because it's not rolling as smooth as it could be. It's going to take a little more power to push it forward, right? So that's another thing that I think they could improve on a little bit. So I'm bringing out some things here that I think they could do a little bit better, but it doesn't stop, you know, the bike or anything like that. It's just some things that you should note, that's all. All right, let's move forward here. But overall, it's a pretty easily moving bike. Yeah, like I said, I don't have to pedal hard, and I can get the speeds that I want. So I'm not tired from riding this bike. You know, my pedal says level 5. I'm going pretty good. And here, I'll show you my legs here. I'm not moving hard. I'm going a very easy cadence here, but I'm doing 24 miles an hour doing that. So if you're looking for an easy to ride bike, this one might do it for you. Okay, let's go ahead and give this a try out on the hill test. And you can do up to 28 miles per hour if you pedal it, but it's 20 miles per hour if you throttle it. That's the maximum throttle level. Many bikes today are set up that way. So here's how we do the hill test if you've never seen one of my reviews before. We're gonna go to this bridge area, and we'll stop at the end of that bridge. And then all we're gonna do is we're going to throttle the bike and see how fast it can get up over the hill, strictly on throttle. Now, I'm gonna set this for, its maximum level, which would be 20 miles per hour. So I'm gonna put the pedal assist to 5. but it can't go past 20 miles per hour on throttle anyways. But we'll put it there just because that's how we've done all the other bikes in the past. And we'll see how it goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to angle the display, the camera down to the display screen so you can see what it is. Now I have the plastic still on the display screen. I've been doing that lately. First off, if I ever sell the bike, keeps the display screen less scratched up. And it also seems to help for any glare that happens because I wear polarized sunglasses. Sometimes it's hard to see, but that plastic kind of helps, right? So here's the hill, so we're going to stop at this point. Hopefully we won't have anybody that's there. So let me angle down a little bit. We'll put this to pedal assist level 5. We're at 0 at this point. Let's go ahead and go. Now I was going to get to a point where we're going to notice that it's going to drop in speed. So it's gone to its 20 roughly. And we'll see it dropping pretty soon. We're starting to go up the hill at this point now. It's got 85 Newton meters of torque, so we're expecting this will do halfway decent. And according to this, we're dropping to 13.5, 13.5. So 13.5 is our lowest level for speed. And that's what this bike does, 13.5 miles an hour, which is pretty typical, actually. Yeah, pretty typical in that range. All right, let's head back. It is a step-through design, which I tend to prefer nowadays. Other companies have told me that step-through designs are actually selling a lot better than step-over bikes at this point. It's just easier. It's just easier, right? So yeah, let's weave a little bit here. Yeah, it maneuvers very well. I mean, for $1,299, I think you're getting a lot for your money. Yeah. Yeah, it feels good. Yeah, it feels really good. Like I said, the saddle is a comfort saddle with air vent in the middle. It's okay. You know, I think for some people it would be perfectly fine. For me, yeah, I think I'd probably want one that's a little bit more cushy. But I think this is common. Yeah, a lot of companies, the saddles will get you through, but many people will switch them. Yeah, that's a very common thing that people do. I mean, they're hoping that you like what they have, and it's not a bad saddle at all. But if you want a little more cushiness, then yeah, you might want to consider upgrading that. But hey, the bike only costs $12.99. You got a lot of extra money. You can pump that into all the other accessories you want. I would suggest you get a side view mirror. And I have one here that extends quite long. This one's seems to work really well with this bike. The left-handed throttle is very responsive, very easy to deal with. I usually just put my thumb down here, and I just put my whole thumb down here and just push down if I want to throttle. It makes it easy. It doesn't have much of a resistance, so it makes it less tiring. Some people feel that thumb throttles can tire you out, tire your thumb out, but you don't feel that with this. This is actually very nice. They have non-slip handles on here, the grips. They even had an extra one to give you. I was surprised to see that. You know, it's included on here, but there was one extra one in the box. And they give you a whole bunch of other things too. They gave you a bike lock, which is not the greatest bike lock, but it'll get you going for a while. I would upgrade to a better lock if you plan to lock your bike up somewhere. They give you a bike pump, yeah, manual pump. They give you tools. Like I said, there's that the footrest for in case you can't plan to carry people in the back of the bike. Yeah, a lot of included parts. Yeah. So yeah, value-wise, yeah, it's a lot for the money. Yeah, so that's the Kingbull Voyager 2. Yeah, if you're looking for a bike that's in the $1,299 price point, yeah, you should seriously consider it. Hey, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks to Kingbull too for the bike for the review.